Okay, we're recording.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Kelsey Brown and that's Dawn. And we decided to do this last minute, so we weren't exactly sure how much participation there would be, but we really wanted to gear it towards the new people. We know that, Lavelle had the triple commission going on, and we had a lot of new people join our teams. And in the last 4 years, I've seen people fall through the cracks, so I don't want that to happen. I want everybody to have an even chance to go after their VIP bonuses. And it's really funny because I wrote on here September to remember, and I just got off a Zoom where one of our leaders, Maria, was just talking about how this is her 6th September, and how September is one of the biggest months that we have in this business. Kids going back to school, everybody's ready to go. It's almost like starting a new year. So I'm really, really excited about that. We're just going to share, and we do things a little differently but mostly the same, so I figured you could get both aspects of how we do things regarding samples, posting, three-way chats, and everything like that. So we'll both share, and you guys can do whatever you want. It's your business. We're just going to share what we've learned in 4 years, because when we started we didn't have any trainings like this. We just kind of it was mass chaos basically. So I'm going to have Dawn go ahead and explain the VIP bonus, because if you just started and you're still within your 14 days, you are in your bonus period. And I want to make sure you understand what exactly that is and what exactly you're eligible for.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so if you guys just started, welcome everybody. If you just started, you have 14 days to basically hit 2 pretty incredible bonuses. And I love these bonuses because it basically sets new promoters up for success. And as you enroll promoters, definitely help them to earn their bonus too, because if they earn their bonus, it's going to help you to be successful. But basically in your first...
You'll have to mute everybody.
I will. Hold on just a second.
I meant to tell you that earlier. Sorry.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay, everybody should be muted now. Okay, so in your first 14 days as a new promoter, you have an opportunity, to, like I said, to earn some pretty incredible bonuses. The first one is called the VIP 800. All you need for that is 2 customers on AutoShip, which also gets you thriving for free, you guys. It's super simple. For everybody can thrive for free just by getting 2 customer orders, okay? So you want 2 customers on AutoShip, also 2 promoters as well, which basically the only difference between being a customer and promoter is earning commissions off of your referral. So it's free to promote. So basically 4 people thriving with you, and you want those 4 orders to add up to $800. A lot of times they go well over that. That's really easy to achieve. Then the company, you guys, is going to give you a $400 cash bonus, $100 in product credit, and then also the commissions off of those 4 orders. So it comes up to around $660 in bonuses and commissions. On top of that, you're thriving for free the following month, okay? So that's our VIP 800, very, very achievable. Then the second bonus is basically doing it all over again, just duplicating that. So another 2 customers, so a total of 4, another 2 free bringing promoters, so a total of 4, and another $800 in online orders, so a total of $1,600, and that's why they call it the VIP 800 and the VIP 1,600. And the company will give you guys the exact same bonus, another $400 cash bonus, another $100 in product credit, plus the commissions off of those orders. So we're talking about a total of over $1,300 in bonuses and commissions that you can make in your very first 2 weeks, on top of, like I said, thriving for free. So those bonuses are incredible. It sets you up for success and puts money back into your business, right away. And so, what we want to do is be able to help everybody to be able to achieve those bonuses. I achieved them in my first 2 weeks. Kelsey did as well. I mean, it is very, very achievable. So make sure you look into your cloud office, log into there, and there should be a tracking in there that shows what your deadline is for earning those bonuses. And there's also a live tracker, so it will show you your progress towards meeting both of those bonuses as well.
And everything that we're going to share tonight is basically the end goal is hitting your bonus. So we're just sharing the very basics. And I remember that's what motivated me to start the business. I knew Thrive was amazing and I knew everybody needed it, but it was earning that because I had never had $1,000 in my bank account, and it was my first or my second check with the company was over $1,000. And it was kind of like I was going to hit the bonuses and then I didn't know what else, but the promoters I brought in, they wanted to earn the bonus, and the customers I brought in, they wanted to thrive for free. And so the VIP bonus is what makes this company so duplicatable. We're just constantly helping people earn their bonus and earn their bonus. And that's what helps you grow to earn, more ranks and above. So the VIP bonuses are awesome. And I like to think of it as we have unlimited 660 bonuses to give away. That's forever. Like, we are always going to be able to give those away to brand new people. So that's awesome. We want to talk a little bit about attraction marketing because we didn't know what attraction marketing was whenever we started, but that's kind of how we've shifted to promoting. And I really wanted to talk about attraction marketing and just in the beginning, when you get your package. If you haven't got your package yet, you can post and say, I started a new journey and I can't wait to share what it is, just to build some curiosity. You don't have to say exactly what you're doing. Just have it come from the heart, something that is relatable to you and your story and who you are as a person. But you can talk about, a new journey starting and you can't wait to share it with everybody. Just to drum up excitement. When you get your box, you can take a picture of your box and say, look what I got. I'm excited to show you guys what's inside. If you are brave enough and you really want to, the best way to go is to actually do a live. Facebook loves live videos. So when you get your box, if you want to do a live and show everybody like how excited you are to open it and what came inside, and you can kind of talk a little bit about it and how excited you are, and mention that you have samples if anybody else wants to do it with you. So that's an idea too. You can start posting how you're feeling. So day one, take a selfie with the DFT or show the capsules or the mixed drink that you're going to be getting, and just post about how you're feeling. Or, if you're not feeling anything, talk about, how you made your mix, how good it was. As you start noticing changes, the first thing most people notice is energy. Like maybe you didn't reach for your Diet Coke in the afternoon. I know for me, I completely stopped drinking soda very quickly. Coffee didn't taste the same. My cravings started changing. I was able to sleep through the night without worrying about my kid, just things like that you can share. Your journey is going to be your own, and you don't have to make it super salesy. It doesn't need to be like, a graphic and a salesy post. You're just posting how you're feeling on the Thrive experience as you're feeling it, day 1, day 2, day 3. I mean, every single day, and you can attach a different picture with it just to build up curiosity. Anything else you want to add? Because I know you're really good at telling people what to post in the beginning.
Yeah, when it comes to posting, you guys, just like what Kelsey said, you want to build curiosity and attract people to you. You do not want to be a salesperson. We do not sell anything. We share an experience, and you don't want to give, it's kind of like going on a first date, right? When you go on a first date, you're not going to tell that person everything about your life and your history, right? You're going to kind of leave some teasers because you want that second date and you want that third date and so forth. The same way with a Thrive experience. So you want to build curiosity, because what you want is for people to come to you, commenting on your posts, saying, what are you doing? Tell me more, or sending you private messages, say, hey, what is this new journey that you're doing? And you can say, if you already made your order and place your order and you're waiting for it to arrive, you can simply make a post and say, oh my gosh, I'm getting ready to start a new journey. I am so excited. Just wait, a new me is coming, because I guarantee if you have not experienced it, a new you is coming, And just like Kelsey said, take a picture of that box when it arrives, show it that it's sitting on your front porch, and say, oh my gosh, look what just arrived. I can't wait to start tomorrow, or I can't wait to start again tomorrow, if you started off with the trial. And then from there, just share your journey and what it's doing for you. Take a picture of your DFT, your patch, because I tell you what, that is a huge, huge eye catcher. And take a picture of that and say, oh my gosh, today is my first day. I've heard incredible stories. I am so excited to start this new journey. And then just like Kelsey said, as you start noticing changes, post about that. The biggest thing that I noticed on my first day was good, clean energy, and I wasn't drinking coffee anymore. And I posted about that. So people that were coffee drinkers, they could relate to that. And they're like, what are you doing? You don't drink coffee anymore? I knew how big of a coffee drinker that you were, Then I started talking about my mental focus and how much better it was, and about my mood, and how I was sleeping so much better, and how I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love this patch that I'm wearing every single day. And what that did is drew people in, where they were asking questions and coming to me. And if anybody comments on any of your posts, don't tell them, exactly what you're doing, because if other people see those comments, you don't want them to say, oh, that's what she's doing, and move right along. Instead, comment and say, hey, I'll private message you, and send them a direct private message. That way, if other people see the post, then they will reach out to you as well and say, hey, what are you doing? You don't want to give it all away in your post or in the comments of the post as well, because you don't know who's interested, and you want them reaching out to you. So anyway, show excitement, show how great that you're feeling, paint a picture for people, because that's what's going to draw people in to ask you questions, and basically ask, what are you doing? Tell me more. I want to feel as great as what you're feeling.
Yeah. And no website links. I don't put my website links not anywhere on my page. You'll never see it. And the reason is, our website's amazing, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But if somebody that is like, what is she doing? And they click on your website link, we have a lot of plus line products. We start everybody out on the Thrive Experience, but we have a skincare line. We have all kinds of products. We won't get into that tonight, but they might click on that and be like, what? And just get overwhelmed. Or they might see the price and have no idea you can get it for free, and it's super easy to get it for free. They might have no idea that there's a promo going on. They might not know any of that. So I don't ever post my link until they're ready to sign up as a free account and check it out, or they're ready to order. So don't ever put that on your Facebook. And no pre-made graphics. People hate those. Like, take it from me, I used to post them all the time. Who needs energy, mental clarity, and it had nothing to do with me. Like, people did not care. I would get like one like, and it was probably like a family member. That felt bad. But just post your journey, and you are your journey. Like, what makes you you. So just post it and incorporate Thrive into that. Also, don't post just about Thrive all the. If you're just posting about Thrive all the time, people are just going to unfollow you. Like I said, you got to post your journey. And a lot of people think that they need to be like this high, earn trips, cars, blah, 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 to be posting their journey, which is not true. People don't actually relate to that because they're not in that phase of life. They're going to relate to you saying, I made $20 this week, or, I just got my Thrive for free and I'm feeling good, things like that. That's what they're going to relate to. The next thing we want to talk about is samples, because a lot of you got started on a $400 pack, which means that you have all kinds of product for samples. So Dawn, will you share, I've had a lot of questions from my people, how many days you do, how much you charge, things like that.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, first of all, everyone does samples just a little bit different. And I'll tell you, I've kind of experimented. I'll tell you what works for me, but feel free to do whatever you want to. But what I do is 5-day trials or 5-day samples. And when I do that, I include 5 packages of the capsules, 5 DFTs, and 3 of the lifestyle mixes. And I have them skip the lifestyle mix the first 2 days. So the first 2 days are just doing the capsules and applying the DFT. And then the last 3 days are doing all 3 steps. And I charge $25 for a 5-day trial, which is what we have in it. Thrive costs $5 a day. That's what I pay for the product. So I'm just the middleman. I'm turning around and selling it for the same cost of what I have in it. And I highly recommend that you guys do the same thing, because you don't want to lose money in this. The whole point is to get people thriving and for you to be able to put some money into your pocket at the same time. So I sell it for $25 for a 5-day trial. And basically I, collect money through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Those are the three apps that I use the most. And I just simply ask them, which one of those that you have. And if they don't use any of those, and I send them a request or send the money through a Cash App, because they'll get a text message and it's really easy to use. And then that's pretty much it. I mail them the trial. I keep the tracking so I can see when it's going to hit their mailbox. And I send them information between when I send the trial and from when they hits their mailbox, just to drum up some excitement and basically kind of paint a picture on how great that they're going to feel. So I will, tell them about the fan page. I'll create a 3-way chat with Carrie Ann, and we'll talk a little bit more about that here pretty soon. But I just get them really excited and kind of paint that picture on how great that they're going to feel. And then when they get their trial, I'll say, hey, according to the tracking, it looks like you're your trial day. I'm super excited for you. Let me know if it's actually in your mailbox, and I'll send you instructions on how to take it. And so once they confirm, I send them instructions on how to take it. And I follow up with them every day of their 5-day trial to see how they're feeling. And I also encourage them, just like we talked about with posting and attraction marketing, I encourage them to kind of do the same thing. So that way they can start generating referrals to help them to thrive for free. But you guys, those trials, I wouldn't have hit my VIP 800 or my VIP 1600 without it. I mean, I got product when I first started. I started off with $400 worth of product. I sold all of that within my first 2 weeks. I mean, I pre-sold some of it before I even got my box in the mail. And then once it came, I just burned and turned. I got it out to my family and friends as quickly as possible because I wanted them to experience it. I want them to start noticing changes. And I'm telling you what, that helped me tremendously to hit both of my bonuses because people had chance, like I said, to experience it and to feel great. And they started enrolling as customers and promoters. And then my team just grew like crazy from there. So anything else you want to add on the trials or samples?
Yeah, I just want to talk about the free sampling part of it. In the beginning, we gave away a lot of free samples because we were thinking, heck, let's just give away free samples because I know this person needs it, this person needs it, whatever. What happens when you give them away for free is people don't have anything invested into it, and it sits on their counter. And it's so frustrating because you just sent them like gold and they don't understand how amazing it is. That's not to say I haven't gave away free samples in the past. I have. If I've talked to somebody for a really long time, if they have a free account, if I've connected them in a 3-way chat, sometimes I will take that leap of faith and give them a sample. That's your judgment. But in the beginning, when you're brand new, I would just be going for the people that are ready to, pay you the $25. And you know what I tell people when they're like, oh, $25, you don't have samples? I just say, I don't make any money off of samples. We are not a retail business. I just charge exactly what I pay for them. And a lot of times they're like, okay, if they know you're not making money, that they're like, okay. What's really cool and an idea you guys can use for September is all free accounts are coming loaded with 25 credits. So what you can do is say, hey, if you like it and you're ready to order, I'll give you that $25 back when you place your Thrive Experience order for the entire month of September. The email hasn't launched yet, but we're pretty sure it's going to be for the entire month of September. They're going to create a free account and already have $25 off. You're not even investing in that. They don't, they're just going to have $25 off. So you guys can utilize that. But also keeping track of the people that are on trials. Go buy a planner if you don't have one. Even a cheap one from Walmart that's $5. That way you can just see this person starting their Thrive Experience, and you can kind of keep track. If you're busy, the voice clip feature on Messenger is so easy. It's so fast to say, hey, did you get your Thrive yet? Hey, did you do day 1? Hey, how are you feeling? It's so easy just to do the little voice clip real quick. So that's my advice on the samples. Looks like next is talking about lists, and I know everybody does this a little different, but I was listening to a audiobook on personal development, and I really liked the way that she explained the list. So I'm going to kind of talk about that, and then I'm sure Dawn does it different, so she could talk about that. But what she said was make your dirt list. And I was like, what? Basically, she said, make a list of people that if you were selling dirt, they would support you. So that's going to be your best friends, your family, your close knit group. And it's so true because that's the exact people that helped me hit my bonus. My stepmom, my dad, my aunt, one of my best friends from high school. I mean, those are the people that consisted of my VIP bonus. So It's called your dirt list. Some are going to have a longer than others. And then another list that she said is your top 30 list. 30 people that when you sit down and think about that you think would have so much fun doing this with you, has the personality to do this, is a really great influencer, because we all know there's those people that they say something and everybody does it. They have a good following, they're just good people that you would want in your tribe. And it's called your top 30 list. It's basically like your fantasy draft, like the people that you really want in your tribe. And so those are the two lists, and those are what you start and go with. And then also just having a list of every single person that you can think of. I started an actual physical list a long time ago, but I just restarted another one because there's so many people I could think of. And if you just are in a space where you're not thinking of anything, you'll think of so many people, or go through your social media and you'll think of so many people that need the business, people that need the product, so many people that are complaining about their job, or, they don't have money to do this, or they want to stay home with their kids, or people that are tired, or, anything. As you start noticing the difference in Thrive, if you haven't started yet, or if you're still, in your first week or two, after 8 weeks, you're going to be like, I know every single person needs this, and your wheels will get to turning. So what exactly list do you do, Dawn?
What I tell people, and what I've done, I like the dirt list a lot, but I tell people take a piece of paper, put it into 3 columns, and just start listing everybody that you can think of. And your first column is really similar to what you're talking about, Kelsey, with your dirt list. So it's your close family, your close friends, people basically that are in your inner circle. Put them on your list. The second column is people that right off the top of your head that need the product. People that are tired, are sick and tired of being sick and tired, living off of any kind of caffeinated drinks, coffee, sodas, so forth, having trouble sleeping, they're dealing with aches and discomforts, or maybe they need some weight management and some weight loss with it, dealing with headaches, anything like that. Oh my gosh, put those people on your list. And then the third column is people that that need the money, that need the business side of it, people that are struggling, that people are living paycheck to paycheck, people that, they need a little bit more breathing room, or, maybe they need some money for a family vacation, or they like to get their car paid for. Anybody like that, put them on your list. So you may not, reach out to all those people all at once, but I'm telling you what, as I was driving to work when I first started, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to reach out to this person. I need to add them to my list. And I kept thinking of people. So having a list really helps, because trust me, you're going to forget people. And as you're thinking of what, people to reach out, just add them to your list. Think about people you go to church with, people that used to go to school with. I've reconnected with a lot of high school friends, people that I used to go to college with, people I used to work with. I mean, you name it. I've been adding them to my list, and I just constantly have a growing list of people that I'm building relationships, building connections, and talking with them about Thrive. So anyhow, that's how I do my list.
Perfect. So the next thing we want to talk about is kind of, most people ordered the $400 pack, and if it's your first time ordering the $400 pack, it comes with discount codes. So we just want to briefly go over that, and I'm gonna have Dawn explain that, and the 25 preloaded that I kind of already touched on.
Yeah. Okay. So if you started off with the $400 promoter kit, first of all, congratulations. That is probably one of the most popular kits for many, many reasons. It gives you plenty of product that you could take for yourself, and then also product that you can turn around and to sell into trials. So it's going to help you to earn your bonuses. But also any promoter that orders that within the first 30 days get some pretty incredible promo codes. And when Kelsey and I started, they didn't have these promo codes, you guys. I wish they did. They are like gold. So don't take it for granted. And I'm telling you what, use those promo codes up. But basically with the $400 promoter kit, you get 10% off promo codes and 10 free shipping promo codes. So when you have a customer that is ready to order, you can transfer them a 10% off and a free shipping promo code. They're going to get a heck of a discount right from the very get-go, and that helps you to be able to get orders so you can earn your VIP 800 and your VIP 1600 bonus. I mean, I love that the company allows you guys to have those promo codes because, again, it's going to set you up for success. And use those up. They're going to expire when you ordered your 400 kit. They expire 30 days after you order your kit, okay? So you can look in your cloud office under resources, under promo codes, and you can see exactly, when they're going to expire. I'm telling you what, use those codes up. It's really good to be able to offer to somebody and say, hey, I've got so many promotion codes. Once they're gone, they're gone. So I can give you a 10% off and a free shipping so they can get a really good discount, like I said, right from the very beginning. When you have a promoter that's wanting to order, they can't use the 10% off code on promoter kits, but they can use the free shipping code. So you can transfer that to them. And then the other thing that they're doing, of course, we haven't seen the official notification from Le-Vel yet, but we've heard from customers that this is happening. But any new free account, they don't have to order at all. Just a free customer account that is created during the month of September, we're assuming. We're waiting for the email to still come out from Le-Vel. But they are getting preloaded, you guys, with $25 in credits. And they did this promo, I don't know, it's probably been about a year ago or so. And what they did is they gave them $25 in credits, and they would expire within 60 days. So once the email comes out, we'll know more. But if they, create a free account, they're going to get $25 in credits. Plus, you can offer them 10% off and free shipping. So that's a heck of a discount on the Thrive experience for a monthly supply to help them to get started. And then what I tell them is say, you know what, most of my customers, they only pay for the very first order. Let's get you 2 referrals so you're thriving for free the following month. And then you help them with social media and how to make posts and so forth, help them to thrive for free. That way they don't have to pay for it going forward. So anyhow, I'm pretty excited about those $25 in credits and that you guys can use on top of the promo codes. So anything else on that, Kelsey?
Yes. So you have 30 days from if you didn't order the $400 pack, you have 30 days from when you became a promoter. You click that button to order the $400 or the $800 pack. The $800 pack just comes with double the codes. You can do it more than once. So if you are pre-selling samples, and you can do that by, messaging people on your dirt list saying, I've got some Thrive coming. I really want you to do it with me because it would be more fun. I'm going to have these, you call them trial packs. Sometimes people think samples are free, or a happy pack, or whatever you may be. You can start pre-selling them. If you save that money, and I recommend that you do, you can reinvest it and order another kit and get more codes. So that's a good idea. Then you can have more samples coming in. So definitely use those codes. The next thing we're going to talk about is 3-way chats. These are crucial to our business, and this is kind of what you're going to do when you have people interested on your post, or you're chatting with people privately. This is kind of how you're going to plug them in so that they can get third-party validation, because it's so weird, but people need that third-party validation. You could be saying, hey, this patch that I'm wearing is so dang amazing. It's giving me energy. I'm sleeping better. It's curbed my cravings. And they'd be like, yeah. And then they walk into Walmart and see somebody wearing it, and they're like, what? And it's a stranger, and they're like, okay, now I'm ready to try. So for some reason, people need that third-party validation. We used to do phone calls, and we still do, and we will do phone calls with anybody, but the 3-way chats are just so much easier because we can mass do them. And in this day and age, people just don't want to get on the phone. It's just the fact of life. I know I don't like getting on the phone. So I'm going to have Dawn explain 3-way chats a little more.
Yes. Yeah. Just like Kelsey said, you guys, that is huge validation. You're sharing with your family and friends how much you love your Thrive experience, how great you're feeling, encourage them to start it. But for some reason, if you plug them into a complete stranger, they're going to tend to believe a complete stranger over somebody that they know. And when we do those 3-way chats, it's all about validation and sharing our experience and painting a picture for them on how great that they feel. So when I'm talking to a potential, about Thrive, encouraging them to experience it themselves, I plug them into my friend Carrie Ann, who she's the one that introduced me to Thrive. And I just say, hey, I'm going to create a 3-way chat. I want to introduce you to my friend Carrie Ann. She helped me to get started in my Thrive experience, and I really want her to share her experience with you. She has an amazing experience. So I tell them about it up front. Then I go and create the three-way chat, and I do a quick introduction. And I say, Carrie Ann, this is my good friend Kendra or Faye or Valerie, whoever it is. And I'll do a quick introduction and say, hey, I've been sharing my Thrive experience. Would you please take a second and share your experience with them? And if they're getting ready to start off with the trial, then I'll mention that and say, hey, I'm so excited because Kendra's getting ready to start off with the trial. So I kind of share what the scenario is, whether they're just asking questions or whatever it is. And then, when you guys do the three-way chats, like if somebody sets one up with me and asks me to share my experience, I use the microphone feature. So I don't type out my experience because I want them to hear. I want them to hear the passion in my voice. I want them to hear what this product has done for me. And so I'll briefly tell them how excited I am for them. I'll explain really quickly, how the 3 steps work. And then I go right into my experience and share what it's done for me. And then I encourage them to experience it for themselves and tell them how much they're going to love it. And then I tell them, so if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer, your questions for you. And a lot of times, you guys, they do have questions. So if you're new, the other side of it is, this is a great learning opportunity, because when you're plugging them in to another thriver or another promoter who's been in the business for a while and someone's asking questions, you can listen to how we answer those questions. And so you're learning at the same time. But I highly encourage to do that. I've been doing that since day one. I know Kelsey has as well, either, three-way call, three-way chat. I can share all day long, with somebody about my experience and how it works. But there's something about plugging them into somebody else and asking them to share. It's just huge validation for them. And again, it helps paint that picture for them on how great that they can feel.
Yeah, so just a tip on that, when you're posting, like what we talked about, your box, your day one with your DFT, and people are commenting on that and you say messaging you can throw them into, if you're enrolled under me, you can throw them in a chat with me. And if you're enrolled under Dawn, with your enroller, and just say, hey, I'm only on day 2 of my Thrive experience, so I don't know a lot about it. All I know is I'm feeling freaking awesome, but I'm running into the gym, or I'm at work, or I'm in the car driving, or, whatever you're doing. And just say, I really wanted my friend Kelsey to share her Thrive experience with you, just because she's been doing it a lot longer and she knows more, information than I do. But just act like ignorance on fire, like you're so happy, and you're whatever you're feeling. And when you're putting that into the chat, and then introduce us too, be like, hey Kelsey, this is my friend Sarah from high school, and she commented on my post, and I just wanted her to get a little more information and hear your story. It's as simple as that. Make it fun. If you copy and paste the same, I've had people do it, the same little thing, people know when it's a copy and pasted message. So make it a personal introduction. And when you do that, me and Dawn both have the the personality, the outgoing personality, that we're gonna be instant friends with them. So just a tip on the introduction, because I know people sometimes have problems with that and they ask how to do that. And then the other thing, I already forgot what it was, but the other thing that I wanted to
Hold on just a second. Someone just asked in the chat if we do it through Messenger, Facebook Messenger on the three-way chats. And yes, most of the time that's how we do it. Me and Kelsey both work Instagram to get potentials as well, but we don't like Messenger as well in Instagram as we do on Facebook. So I start to work to build a relationship, and then I transfer over to Facebook, and I just say, hey, do you have a Facebook account? I'll send them my profile, ask them to send a friend request to me, or vice versa. And I just say, hey, Messenger is just so much easier to use on Facebook versus Instagram. And anybody who uses Instagram knows that. But that's typically where I do my three-way chats. I'll have some people do it through a three-way text message, and you can do that. But I really like the three-way messenger better, because then they can go to our profile and see a picture of us, and they can check us out. They can look at our timeline and know that we are normal people with everyday lives. And you can't do that through text message. So I really like that part. So I encourage people to try to do it through Facebook Messenger if they can.
Yeah, and not only that, like a lot of people, they do want to feel better and they do want to make money, but they also like making friends. They also like being a part of something, which is why we love these Zooms, because you can see our face, we can see your face, if you're on the video and whatnot. So when you're adding them to a chat, you're introducing them to a stranger that they're going to get to be friends with, and they love that too. So that helps too. So it's not just a one-on-one communication. Like, this is a team, this is a tribe, and we're all friends. And so that's what the three-way chats, that's the introduction to that. So they're great. They're really great. But like Dawn said, definitely shift people from Instagram to Facebook and Messenger. The next thing I'm going to talk about is with Instagram and Facebook stories. I've been really growing my Instagram the last few months, and stories is what has got me a lot of potentials. I used to be like the hunter in the beginning. I used to cold message every single person, the hey girl message. I didn't know any different, guys. This was like, I dabbled in another network marketing company. I was not successful at it. The product was great, but it didn't work for everybody. But when I got my hands on this, I'm like, well, every single person needs Thrive. Every single person has nutritional gaps. So I'm just going to message everybody. And, a lot of people ignored me because I was annoying. I did grow my team that way. I posted in swap shops, just all kinds of things. It's just not the same anymore. That's why a lot of people have shifted over to attraction marketing. That's what people are attracted to. And now people come to me saying, what are you doing? I'm not vomiting Thrive all over them in my posts. I'm just incorporating it. I also share, life about my kid, just what's going on in my life too. But stories is a great way for people to get to know you, because they're, Thrive is amazing. We already know that. We already know they're going to love Thrive when they try it, but they're buying into us. And story is a great way to show, you and your life. And people are so dang nosy. They want to know what you're doing for the day. Are you going to the gym? What are you eating? Are you working out? What book are you reading? I mean, it's crazy. I'll post something on my story and it'll be like, what's the recipe to that? Or what book is that specifically, if you're sharing a quote from a book. People are just nosy, which is fine. That's how you build relationships. And I personally go through people's stories and I'm nosy too, because I know that's a great way to start, building a relationship, because this is a network marketing business. And so if you're not using your stories, start using those, and putting a poll at the end. When you get your product, you guys can share a picture and be like, with the selfie, and saying however you're feeling for the day, and then you can put who wants a sample and have a poll, because then people can vote on that, and then you're able to message them. You can do this on Facebook and on Instagram. Once they vote on your poll, then you're able to message them. They're wanting the information, so it's not like spammy or cold messagey, and you could just go from there, and you just constantly do that. I mean, every single day when you wake up, you can post one of the 3 steps. That's what I try to do. It's harder whenever I'm traveling, but either the capsules, we like to say our jumper cables, or the reason I got out of bed today, or whatever, or the mix, and talking about how delicious it is, because guys, it is so delicious. I've been doing strawberries blended with chocolate, and it's so dang good, but I also like the strawberry with almond milk. But just talking about that, and then always the DFT, putting it where people are going to see it, and then posting about that, but also just posting about your life. So anything else you want to add in onto the stories?
No, I mean, guys, Kelsey's absolutely right. People are nosy and they want to know, what are you doing? What's going on throughout the day? And so post everything that you're doing throughout the day on your stories, not on your timeline. I mean, you can make a post on your timeline here and there, one a day or whatever, but I am constantly posting on my stories every day. And then I'm incorporating Thrive within those posts, just like what Kelsey said, here's my jumper cables. I'm up at 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. I'm feeling great. Okay, now I'm working out, taking the kids to school. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, ball games, pitching lessons, whatever it is, because that's part of attraction marketing. If you post, about what you've got going on, what's going to happen is you're going to start attracting people with the same common interest as you. And so I don't want to get too much into attraction marketing, but think about the 5 things, or at least 5 things that make you you, or things that you're interested in. For example, mine, of course, is nutrition, with Thrive, but I'm also a mom and a grandma. I'm a farmer's wife. I'm a sports mom because my kids play sports. I'm a fur mama. So, I post about those and about my experiences with that, because that's going to attract people to me. And then I incorporate Thrive within those posts, if that makes sense. And especially within the stories, just like what Kelsey said, because people are nosy. They want to know what's going on, and doing polls and being interactive in those stories is a great way to build relationships and to get people thriving.
Perfect. Just remember, we're not mind readers, but we are here to help you. Both of us do this full time. So people are like, I'm so sorry to annoy you with all these questions. You are not annoying. You are not annoying us at all. We love it. We live for this. So message us with anything that you need help with. We are there. But again, we're not mind readers. We don't know when you're needing help. Another thing that I would do, and I would do this like this week, is make a vision board. Put on there, what you're wanting. Put your VIP on there. There's an iPad bonus that you can go for. We have a luxury car bonus that you can earn. They're going to announce the next trip. There's 3 trips a year. We're getting ready to go to Jamaica in October. Probably while we're on that trip, they'll announce the next trip. That will be in February. If you want to be on that trip, you can. I mean, we both earned our first trip a month or 2 into the business. I'd never been out of the country, guys, and I got to go to Cancun for free and bring a friend. So put that on your vision board. Are you in debt? Do you have school loans? I know I have a promoter. I don't think she's on here, but she might watch the recording. She's told me she's working 2 jobs. She probably doesn't want to be working 2 jobs, so maybe put that on your vision board. Anything that you can put on your vision board. My first vision board, I just got a cardboard paper that I already had, and I just kind of wrote things on, and then I kind of updated it. But just having something that you can see. I know for a long time we had stuff sitting on, our fridge. My mom, she wrote stuff on her fridge, and I would see it whenever I went over, because our whole family does this. I think it said I am 200K, which is the top rank. So just things like that you can see every single day, because when you're seeing that goal, you're going to realize why you're doing this, why you're wanting to achieve it. And it can be as simple as, I just want to get my Thrive for free. I just want to earn a couple $100, things like that. But make a vision board, make your list, start posting, drumming up excitement, and put us into as many 3-way chats as you possibly can. I don't know the exact percent, but most times we can talk people into ordering a month of Thrive instead of getting a trial once they hear our experience. Because for me, I didn't notice anything within the first few days. So a lot of times when they hear that, they're like, okay, well, I do need to do it longer. Or we explain, it really does take a full 8 weeks for you to notice all of the benefits, but a lot of people do notice, very quickly. So put us into as many chats as possible. And anything else you want to add?
No, I think Kelsey made a great point. If you can get them to order, we definitely want to do that. And that's why those promo codes, you guys, I say are gold, because you have something great to offer them to get them to order a monthly supply. So that's what I always lead with, and try to get them to do that. And my second alternative, if that doesn't work, is to do the trials. And, the trials or the samples, what that will do is show them how simple it is, and it's not as expensive. So they're not ready to make that investment, then they can make, a smaller investment to start off with a few days. But definitely put them in a 3-way chat with another Thriver first before they start their trial, so they understand the expectations. Because when I'm sharing my experience and my story, you guys, I tell people, I noticed changes right away on day 1. My husband started at the same time. He didn't notice anything until his 2nd week. And I share that with people whenever I'm sharing my story, because I don't want them to have that expectation that they're going to get, have rainbows and unicorns, see that, on the very first day, because everybody is different. So definitely put them in the 3-way chat so someone else can share the expectation. But yes, if you can get them to order first with those promo codes, that's the best scenario that there is. And if you can't, then get those trials and get them out into their hands as quickly as possible. And just like Kelsey said, create a vision board. What would $660 in bonuses and commissions do for you and your family in the next 2 weeks, or $1,300? Start off with that. and create a vision board, and then you can move on to other vision boards after you achieve that goal. But it's really, really powerful what your mind can do when you see something and you're putting it into place and you're believing it. It's just amazing that you can achieve it. I remember Kelsey had a vision board of her car bonus that she wanted to earn, what was it, within the first year or something? And she earned it within months, you guys. And she's like, I just set a goal. I want it to happen within a year. I don't remember what it was, but it happened a lot quicker than that. But thank goodness she knew what she wanted to go after, and she created that vision board, and she went to work, and it happened a lot quicker than that. So, but I'm excited for all of you guys.
Yep. September to remember. Awesome. Well, thanks for getting on. We appreciate it, especially since it's Labor Day and Family Day, but we're really excited for you guys to hit your bonus. And the CEOs have been hinting at some big things coming. There's a new weight loss products coming out in October. So it's a great time to be joining, and we are excited for you. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Have a good rest of your night, guys.
Bye, guys. Good evening. Have a good evening.